Hello. Got a friend back there. Nah, I need a new camera. Got an interesting question for you. Have you ever noticed the moment you start focusing on something, like be it a new car, a business, prayer, reading a book? It doesn't really matter, but you've probably experienced the after effect of it. I do have stuff printed off because I'm bad at sprawling. But you see ads about it. You see articles. You have conversations with people. There might be other companies doing similar things. You know, it's a cool concept. Attentional tuning. You know, but understanding things helps bring clarity, coherence, removes paranoia. So, let's begin. Attentional tuning is simple. Your brain filters reality. There is far more information happening around you than you can obviously process. So, our nervous systems prioritize what seems relevant to our current goals, fears, and focus. When you change what you're pursuing, you change what your brain highlights. Nothing new appeared, your filter changed. It's the same reason you didn't notice how many red cars are on the road until you decide to buy a red car. Then suddenly red cars are everywhere. They're newly manufactured overnight. Your perception is tuned. I got a couple examples here. Let's see, apply it to a business. Here's where it gets powerful. When you start acting in a new direction, especially publicly, our minds become hyper aware. You know, it's a big ecosystem. Let's say you launch a site about AI reliability. Start messaging ML infrastructure leads. Begin studying production system stability. Suddenly, you notice companies talking about durable execution. You see workflows about failure recovery. You read posts about retry storms and reliability engineering. It can feel like, wait, are people watching me? You've entered a layer of the stack you weren't consciously seeing before. You're now thinking at reliability abstraction level. Whoa, that's a big word. Reality abstraction level. So your brain flags everything that lives in that layer. The world didn't start reaching you. You finally tuned to a frequency that was already there. It's already here. Psychological effect. There's another layer. When you take action, your nervous system elevates. Risk increases, exposure increases, uncertainty increases. That heightened state makes pattern recognition stronger, and under uncertainty, the brain prefers meaningful narratives over randomness. Makes sense, don't it? So instead of, I'm now noticing relevant companies, it can briefly drift to, this feels coordinated. Understanding attentional tuning grounds you. It replaces projection with perception. You know, and the empowering part is intentional tuning isn't a flaw. It's a tool. When you deliberately focus on reliability, stability, high-level systems thinking, your brain starts to forge better ideas, better language, better alignment, higher-level operators. This is not mysticism. That's selective cognition. So next time it feels like the world is suddenly aligned around your move, don't assume surveillance. Assume calibration. You don't trigger the system, you enter it. And now you can see it.